What's up, family? Trail here, and we have some exciting news to share with you today. We have another round of new stimulus checks that are on the way for low-income Americans. These new checks are going to be around $800. In other news, the former president, Donald Trump, has been reinstated on Twitter after a huge poll was conducted from the new owner of the company. Can Americans be excited about this? Well, we have to see, guys, but I do have a statement from the former president Donald Trump himself, so I will be sharing that with you today in this video. And last but not least, hey, more stimulus debit cards are on the way as well. But anyways, guys, hey, before we get started, you already know what to do. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well as hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Well, it's official. The owner of Tesla and of Twitter has reinstated the former president Donald Trump's Twitter account. Yes, guys, this particular account was pretty much disabled back in 2021, right after those particular riots that happened on Capitol Hill. And now the owner of Tesla and CEO of Twitter of recently has now reinstated Trump's Twitter account. And yes, guys, it says right here that Donald Trump is back. He's back, guys. Yes, he is back on Twitter, that is. And it says right here that the people have spoken and Trump will be reinstated. Now, guys, just to catch you guys up, this actually happened because Elon Musk, which is the CEO of Tesla, ended up doing a poll on Twitter in which he was asking the American people whether or not they should reinstate Trump's account or not. So yes, guys, it ended up being either a yes or a no, and the people have actually spoken. And in fact, guys, it was more than 15 million votes on this particular poll, in which the poll turned out to be around 51% said yes and around 49% said no. So after being online for about 24 hours, they got the results and they have reinstated Trump's account. Now, guys, just to remind you, we don't know necessarily whether or not the former president Donald Trump is actually going to come back to Twitter, because previously in a statement when Elon Musk was actually talking about doing this, Trump said in a statement, this actually came last month, guys, he said right here that Trump said last month that I am staying on Truth Social. I like it better. I like the way it works. I like Elon Musk, but I'm staying on Truth Social. If I choose to run, I will only use Truth Social. So again, guys, is this true? Is he going to stand by his statement? Because you guys know that there's not a lot of people that are on Truth Social, and the app is pretty much a little bit still flaky right now. However, they're still working on the app. But if Trump does come back to Twitter, guys, previously he had around 85 million followers, which looks like now that he's been reinstated, he only has about 1 million as of now, but that number will soon continue to grow. And I believe on Truth Social, he only has less than 3 million subscribers as of now. So the question is whether or not he is actually going to use Twitter, because he said in a statement that he doesn't plan on using it at all. In regards to Twitter, guys, you guys know that Elon Musk taken over this company a few weeks ago. And yes, guys, there have been major brands that have been pulling away from Twitter, saying that they want to go ahead and pause on their advertising spending that they are spending on Twitter, because they are not necessarily liking the way the new CEO is running the company. And yes, guys, here are just a few companies that have pretty much pulled away from their advertisements on Twitter, which they are losing a lot of money, guys. But anyways, guys, we see companies like Audi, General Mills, General Motors, Interpublic Group, Mondelez International, Pfizer, as well as Volkswagen. And guys, we are probably going to see even more companies, especially after this breaking news of the reinstatement of Donald Trump. So again, guys, as well as yesterday, CBS came out and said that they are now suspending Twitter posting in light of the uncertainty about Elon Musk owning the new social platform. And they say right here that their particular decision to step back from Twitter comes a little more than 3 weeks into Musk's ownership of the company, over which time Twitter's employees base has shrunk to about 33% of its previous size. So again, guys, if these companies continue to pull away, Twitter could be in some major trouble, which we do want to call that Twitter recently made a statement in saying that they could actually file bankrupt. And guys, That would be horrendous because Elon Musk paid $44 billion to buy this company. Twitter, $44 billion. And if they file bankrupt, he could lose all of his money. So hopefully, guys, that does not happen. But anyways, guys, we do need to move on because, like I said, the former president is still in a lot of legal troubles in which the GOP, they are saying that they are now in even double trouble after Trump announced his running for the 2024 presidential election. It says right here that the former president Trump's candidacy could instantly jeopardize both the presidential race and control of Congress for the Republicans based on the exit polls and the midterm results. Republicans will face continuing pressure to nominate fringe candidates in the primaries, which keeps costing the GOP the Senate. Trump is a double-edged sword, they are saying. And they are saying that Trump juices turn out massively on the GOP side, but is an epic Democratic voter turnout machine, saying that even though Trump really gets along with a lot of the Republicans as far as voting, but the Democrats are using that information to fuel the information that they provide to the American people, which pretty much causes them not to vote for the Republican Party. So they're saying that trouble is really bringing a lot of issues for the GOP and the Republican Party, as well as we've seen recently, guys, that the key evangelicals, they are actually turning away from Trump as well, even though they really supported him during the first election to get Donald Trump elected for the president. But anyways, guys, it says right here that evangelical figures who previously supported Donald Trump are backing off now that he's announced his third bid for the presidency. They're saying that Donald Trump can't save America, according to the latest report. He can't even save himself, they said. But anyways, guys, Evans was part of a group of evangelicals who met with Trump at the White House and at one point gave him an award. Now he says he's done with Trump. He used us to win the White House. We had to close our mouths and eyes when he said things that horrified us, Evans told the news reporter. He said that, look, I cannot do that anymore, saying that he cannot support the former president Donald Trump, even though they supported him during the first election runs. But anyways, guys, they're saying that the Republican Party is headed towards a civil war that I have no desire or need to be a part of, according to Jeffries, in which he told Newsweek last week. But anyways, guys, that is just the latest information on the former president. But moving on, guys, hey, we are under a huge snowstorm, and this is pretty much in the northeastern areas, guys. You saw the historical snow that came down in the Buffalo, New York area, in which we have photos that I want to share with you guys. But it does say that the Bills released photos of their stadium, their NFL stadium, which was pretty much covered in snow. Now, guys, look at these photos. You can't even tell that it is a stadium right there. But yes, guys, that is exactly how much snow actually came down. And if you look at multiple of these particular pictures, guys, yes, guys, global warming is real. Wouldn't you agree? Global warming is real. We are only at the beginning or the middle of November, and Buffalo, New York is having a crazy time of snow falling down in upstate New York. And as it says right here, guys, that upstate New York was hit with 4 feet of snow in a historic winter storm that pretty much came down. And residents of Buffalo and other parts of New York State woke up Friday morning to heavy snowfall that officials warned could paralyze the hardest hit communities. And as of Friday morning, home to Buffalo has seen 4 feet of snow in areas like Blasdale, 42 inches in Orchard Park, 37 inches in Hamburg, and about 19 and a half inches in southeast Buffalo. But anyways, guys, they're saying that these are historic numbers and levels of snow that came down in less than 24 hours. And things are just not going well, guys, for these people. They're telling you to stay put, stay inside, guys, during this particular storm. And you can see right here other reports saying that historic storm blankets part of New York in over 75 inches of snow. So again, guys, if you live in those particular areas, be sure that you stay safe, stay warm as well, guys. We don't need any casualties during this snowstorm that we are dealing with right now. We will continue to pray for all of you guys up there in the upstate New York areas. But last but not least, guys, we do want to talk about the Biden administration, in which they recently announced announced a huge bankruptcy changes that is coming for student loan borrowers. Yes, guys, this is pretty interesting right here. They are saying that the Biden administration on Thursday unveiled unprecedented policy that changes designed to make it easier for federal student loan borrowers to discharge their student debt in a bankruptcy. Yes, guys, previously they're saying that it is very difficult to discharge student loans in bankruptcy. However, now that the Biden administration has made a few changes to the policy, it might be a little bit easier. It says, while it is by no means impossible for borrowers to discharge their student loans in bankruptcy, it can be quite difficult. Student loans are treated differently in bankruptcy from other consumer debts like medical bills and credit card debts. Under the bankruptcy code, student loan borrowers generally have to show that they have an undue hardship, which is a challenging legal standard to meet. Federal statute does not expressly define in detail undue hardship. Actually means so bankruptcy courts have established standards, rules, and tests which can vary by jurisdiction to allow judges to make a determination. In many states, student loan borrowers must demonstrate that there is a certainty of homelessness, an extremely difficult hurdle that they are trying to climb. And it says right here that furthermore, even the process of trying to prove that a borrower meets the undue hardship standard as a huge obstacle. A borrower must initiate an adversary proceeding, which basically involves suing your student loan lender in bankruptcy court. In most cases, student loan lenders, including the federal government, will oppose the borrower. Adversary proceedings can be a lengthy and draining experience for student loan borrowers, as well as expensive if the borrower hires private counsel. The government and private lenders, meanwhile, have significant resources that can be utilized against the borrower. The result is that many undue hardship claims end up failing, and more don't even get started because of all of the particular changes. But now that the Biden administration has stepped in and announced these new changes that are coming forth with the loan bankruptcy policies, it may actually be a little bit easier. This week, the Education Department and Justice Department announced new policy guidance that would alter how the Biden administration handles undue hardship bankruptcy discharge requests by federal student loan borrowers. So again, guys, I won't go into more detail, but just know that the rules and policies have changed a little bit, so it could be possible in case you are trying to go that particular route and go ahead and file bankruptcy to wipe away all of your student loan debt as well as your medical bills in the process. So again, guys, you might want to go ahead and research this information a little bit further to make sure that you actually have a chance and according to these new changes that are being implemented as of now. And if that does fit you guys, you can obviously thank President Biden for making this happen. But anyways, guys, like I said, that could be an opportunity for you to wipe away all your student loan debt if that is your goal. But like I said, do your research on your own to make sure that you are making the right decision. But last but not least, guys, we do need to talk about some stimulus checks, some new stimulus checks in one particular state, and that state is South Carolina. Yes, guys, right now they have on the table a tax rebate of 2022, and South Carolina residents are set to receive an $800 check next month in December. Now, it says right here that taxpayers in South Carolina may be eligible for tax rebates worth up to $800 that would be sent out by the end of December. All taxpayers that file their 2021 South Carolina individual income tax return or their SC 1040 by October the 17th will be eligible, according to the South Carolina Department of Revenue. One's rebate amount depends on their 2021 tax liability with a maximum of $800. Those able to receive the particular rebate will obtain it via the mail or direct deposit by the end of this year. The first rebates have already been sent out and will continue through next month of December, and I believe that is December the 31st. But anyways, guys, tax liability is defined by the SCDOR as what's left after subtracting your credits from the individual income tax that you actually owe. To calculate one's rebate total, you must first obtain their SC 1040 form. If there is no amount on the line number 10 add the totals on lines 21 and 22, and then subtract this from line 15. The remaining amount up to $800 will be the amount received. So guys, if you have a copy of your tax return, you can go ahead and look at it right now and look at these particular lines, line 10 as well as lines 21 and 22, and then subtract this from line number 15, and you can actually find out whether or not you are going to receive up to $800. Again, guys, that information is on your tax form, so you can check it out right now if you have that in your possession. Again, those are on the tax form SC 1040. And anyways, guys, this is information in regards to those individuals that live in the state of South Carolina, and you could be on the verge of receiving a tax rebate of $800. Again, guys, hey, if you are interested, I will include this particular link to this article down below in the description so that you can read it out for yourself, as well as find out exactly what lines you need to look for on your tax documents to figure out exactly how much money you could be eligible to receive. Anyways, that link will be down below. And last but not least, guys, I want to remind you guys that California said that more debit cards are still on the way. Guys, this is in reference to the $1,050 stimulus checks that has been approved, as well as being mailed out to California residents. And they are saying that, hey, these California debit cards are still being sent out every single day. And these debit cards are probably going to still be going out through the end of next month in December. So again, guys, we want to remind you that these debit cards are going out depending on your last name. So if your last name starts with Z, you're probably not going to receive it until closer to the end of next month. But again, if your last name begins with like H, hey, you could be actually receiving those sometime right now if you haven't already. Again, guys, this is in regards to the California stimulus payments that is being issued in the form of debit cards. And those debit cards are arriving via mail. So be sure to check your mailbox and don't throw away any envelopes that appear to be spam or in a clear white envelope. Be sure to open up everything, guys, because you don't want to discard your stimulus check of $1,050. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today, and I hope all this information was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, guys, hey, that's all I have for you today. But feel free to check out some of the links down below, because they do offer a way for you to be able to support this channel, as well as how to receive some free money or some free cash, as well as how you can receive 12 free stocks from Webull that could be worth up to $3,000. And all you have to do is deposit $1. But anyways, guys, if you are interested, those links will be down below. But anyways, guys, hey, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, guys, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.